Hi there. I'm just doing another update video about the Casey Anthony trial. Since I'm feeling okay health-wise, and this is like a big thing going on right now all over the country, and I've been keeping up with this since July of 2008 when Kaylee was first reported missing. As I was really disgusted with her parents and her brother. I've been feeling like they were all protecting her and defending her, even with all the evidence pointing to what took place when Kaylee was killed or murdered. I mean, say it like it is. Um, I still don't have a lot of faith in her mother. I believe she has perjured herself. And it will be up to the state, I assume, whether they file any kind of charges once they get her ex-employer on the stand during rebuttal. But when Casey's dad, George, took the stand this morning, that was really heartbreaking to watch. And I think that a lot of people feel the same way. It's like we saw a breakthrough right in front of us, all of us that were watching it. I think we watched a father who finally came to grips and accepted the fact that his own daughter killed his granddaughter. And that was tough for me to see. Uh, I'm sure for a lot of others. Because, could you just imagine for 1 minute putting yourself in his shoes to know that you've lost your only grandchild, one that you doted upon, that you spoiled, that you did everything for, and then to know that your own daughter, who would not be here if it were not for you, your own daughter is the one who took your granddaughter from you. And I think that it's only those of us that are parents can look at it from this standpoint and truly understand what it was we were seeing today. Not saying that other people can't, but I think it's just a different feeling when you yourself have kids of your own. And, excuse me. And, I believe that he's being 100% honest about everything that he stood up there and said. Even down to this woman, this River Cruz, Crystal Holloway, whatever name she's going by. I don't believe that he had an affair with that woman. I believe that he did have an emotional attachment to her because she was there and it was somebody to talk to. And I'm not saying that things would not have gone further. They would have continued talking. But something about that woman, I don't trust. Sneaky, her twin was in jail with Casey. They've gone to the National Enquirer to sell a story when if it was not about money, all you had to do is go to the local media and tell your story then. Her deposition, page 10 of her deposition, which is posted on the internet, I believe it's under Crystal Holloway if you want to do a Google search. Page 10 of deposition, the investigators asked her if they had an affair. And it plainly states in her deposition, she said they had no sexual contact at all. And then suddenly she changed her story about it. Sorry, I'm not buying it. I almost feel like the defense is paying people off to get them on the stand in an attempt to throw George Anthony under the bus. That's just how I see it. I don't know any other way to explain it. And I don't believe he ever molested Casey. I don't believe he ever tried to molest Casey. And I sure as hell do not think that he helped cover up Kaylee's death and said the things that the defense is claiming that he said. I think it's completely asinine, the things that they've said. I do not believe that the jury is going to buy any of their story. I mean, everything that they've tried to do has backfired on them big time when the prosecution has cross-examined their witnesses. I mean, she killed her little girl. And it's like you sit there and if you watch the trial every day and you watch the live feeds like I do, when the jury's not in that room, she's laughing, she's joking, she's acting like she doesn't have a care in the world. And the minute they walk in there, she gets this stone cold look upon her face. And then there was earlier today when Ashton was cross-examining this grief expert. I think that woman was drunk or high or something up there. I'll talk about that in a minute. And they kept, they got the Casey cam, and she was just staring at Ashton. And I tell you, if looks could kill, Jeff Ashton would be dead right now. And I just hope that there, even just a few of those jurors, I hope we're looking at her and paying attention. Sorry, I thought I heard someone up. It's just, she's evil. And she puts on a damn good act to make everybody think, oh, she's just a sweet, innocent, kind, loving, and caring person when she's the spawn of Satan. And I feel so bad for her family. I feel so bad because since July of 2008, they've been hounded by the media, people yelling, screaming, fighting out in their front yard at their sidewalk. And I just hope that people can look at them different now. I think part of me as a parent understands why they do not want to see their daughter and sister get the death penalty. I can see that. But please don't get on the stand and perjure yourself just in an attempt to get the premeditation out of the picture. I don't know if this was premeditated. I want to say so because of the duct tape around her head 3 times. That's the only thing. Then a part of me says that she was given this poor little baby chloroform to make her sleep so she could go out and party or screw around with Tom, Dick, and Harry. And either she OD'd or she put the duct tape over her mouth and nose and poor little Kaylee couldn't breathe. I don't know. And I think that if I'm having trouble not knowing which one, then I believe the jury will too. But thankfully in Florida, if you commit an act of child abuse, cruelty, neglect, and it results in the death of a child, from what I'm reading, that's still like I think, a capital, a felony that could carry the death penalty. So I think either way, she may be sent to death row soon. I look at each case individually. I am pro-death penalty, but I don't think it's for every case. But after seeing how she is, hearing all of the testimony, because there's a lot of things that we heard in the trial that, I did not hear on the television. I firmly believe this is a case that warrants the death penalty. When it comes to children and the elderly, that's kind of like a soft spot with me. And I think that would be suitable punishment. A lot of people says no, make her suffer life without parole. I'd be happy with that too. As long as this monster never sees freedom again. And you sure as hell don't want her getting lesser charges and getting out in 10 or 15 years and still being old enough to carry another child. And it's just like, I've been on the internet. I've been reading all the letters she wrote in jail, which I think a lot of them are set up to help with her defense. But she's truly delusional. She's just got set in her mind that she's going to get out of these charges completely. She's going to be set free. She can't wait to go out and eat. She wants to go eat Mexican food. Um, and she wants to, her and I think Robin Adams, who she was talking to, when they get out, they're going to start an RV ministry and preach the Word of God all over the country. I mean, just insane stuff. She is no person of God. You know, if you believe in the Bible, you know what one of the 10 Commandments are, and thou shalt not kill. But, oh, I wanted to talk about that woman on the stand today, the grief expert. Is it just me, or was that woman drunk, or high, or on some kind of medication, or something? She was slurring real bad, and just acting odd, and she kept leaning her head over like this, like she's going to fall over when they were in the sidebars, and I'm just going, oh my God, where did they find this woman at? And there's actually a video of her here on YouTube that I just watched where she's doing some kind of a speaking engagement, and so strange. Um, Magical, it's just magical. So I've been saying that all day. A magical event. So I guess I won't be saying winning anymore. It's a magical event. I've never heard such bull hockey in my life about the grieving process, but they just keep showing George on the witness stand. Watching HLN right now. It's I think it's a repeat of Jane Velez Mitchell. Yeah, it is. And just heart-wrenching. You know, that poor man had just been thrown under the bus by his own damn daughter. Can you just stop and imagine how that feels? Knowing everything you've been through, and then your own daughter is doing that to you. Why does she hate him so bad? And I know it's not because he molested her, because I know he didn't molest her. I don't believe that shit for 1 minute. What is it? Is it that her dad was the one that tried to set ground rules on her growing up? The one that was tough on her when her mom let her get away with everything? That he used to take Hickory Switch and whoop her ass like my parents did me if I back talked him and stuff when I was a kid? Why? What is, you know? I see him being the type that probably gets loud and has a mouth. I mean, I see that. But I don't see him as being this horrible person at all that he's been betrayed. And yeah, their family's dysfunctional. Hell, my family's dysfunctional. Most families I know are dysfunctional at some point. But that's no excuse for her to have done what she did. There's no excuse whatsoever for her taking her daughter's life. None. You know, she didn't want to raise her. She should give her parents custody. Give them custody. Move out and go do your own thing. You know, she would have had a good life with George and Cindy. I mean, hell, they were the ones taking care of her anyway. You know, all three of them have said that. That's one thing I can say I believe them all on, because Casey didn't work. Hell, she lied about that. She had been at that job since before she got pregnant. But, okay, I have been on here like 14 minutes, and I got a 15-minute time limit, and I'm going to go. And I'll come back on here, probably do an update tomorrow. We'll see if the evil, wicked old witch, old little bitch lion. Oh, I'm sorry. I start cussing when I think about her. See if she takes the stand tomorrow. More and more are saying they think that she will, so if she does, it's going to be one hell of a day. Oh, and I think that supposed mistress is supposed to take the stand. Oh, I can't wait, because, you know, Linda, she'll do the cross-examination. She's going to rip that woman to shreds, probably within 5 minutes. Just like they have all their other witnesses and their experts. All right, well, I'm going to go. Everyone, have a good night. Until next time, bye.